long list of future projects and a lot of excitement building.
Mayor Kenneth Cooper Alexander delivered all of that at his State of the City address today. He stressed his commitment to making Norfolk a city of opportunities and a city of the future. Chanu Her shows us how some of those big projects will roll out.
Well, guys, some are entirely new projects, while some are just sprucing up existing buildings and businesses. But overall, he wants to move the city forward and accommodate the growing population and job market.
How soon can we get there together?
The city of Norfolk set its sight on the future Friday. Mayor Kenny Alexander at the State of the City didn't hold back, announcing many new projects coming to the city soon.
I can affirm with confidence that the state of our city is strong.
The mayor's list of projects include many surrounding the downtown area where more and more people are moving.
Right now, Norfolk has a momentum. Norfolk has 7,000 people who are now living around the downtown area that didn't live downtown 10 years ago.
He believes the city is building a reputation for being a city of arts. Moving in that direction, TCC will transform the Neon District Greyhound bus station into an arts center. And staying true to downtown development, the Scope Arena will be renovated along with other businesses and conference spaces. The MacArthur Center is in line for mixed-use developments in hopes of growing business.
Throughout the country, retail malls are being reinvented to survive the digital age. It has become clear that we cannot rely solely on big box department stores to serve as anchors.
The future sees a lot of business growth, but also entertainment. The Waterside District, though very new itself, is also seeing an addition, a new Ferris wheel in May.
Norfolk is open for business. Norfolk is the city of opportunity, and Norfolk is a city of the future.
In Norfolk, Chanu Her, 13 News Now.
Mayor Alexander has development plans for Ocean View as well. He proposed a plan to increase home ownership and improve rental spaces by buying properties on the Chesapeake Bay. And the mayor announced the creation of the Railroad District. It will be a historic neighborhood between Park Place and Ghent that will be filled with a mix of businesses, homes, and industrial areas.
Tonight, breaking news in a tense standoff at a veterans home in Northern California, the largest in the country. A gunman held 3 people hostage for about 8 hours, and just moments ago, authorities announced the gunman and 3 women who were held hostage are dead. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has more.
SWAT teams surrounding this California veterans home.
We have a very dynamic and active situation up at the veterans home. We have tactical teams that are forming plans, trying to decide which way to move forward.
Inside, a gunman armed with a rifle opening fire and taking hostages.
There was an exchange of gunfire fired by both our deputy and the suspect. There were many bullets fired.
Does still have 3 people inside. The units be advised he does have a stash of bullets around his neck.
Investigators say all 3 are employees at a PTSD treatment center called the Pathway Home here at the largest veterans care facility in the country.
There was cake and, a little bit of a celebration, and then this man walked in with a gun. My wife and 3 other women were able to leave. Like everybody else, I'm kind of on pins and needles now and just hoping this gets resolved with nobody getting hurt.
A triage area set up and ready in case of any injuries.
There has not been any confirmed communication with the gunman since about 10:30 this morning.
Other employees and volunteers sheltering in place.
They're worried. They just want to come out and be safe.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
The NRA is suing over the new gun laws in Florida. The association filed a federal lawsuit over the legislation that Florida Governor Rick Scott signed today. The gun rights group says the laws violate the Second Amendment by raising the age to buy guns from 18 to 21. The NRA's lawyers want a federal judge to block that new age restriction from taking effect. The lawsuit came just hours after the Republican governor signed the compromise bill.
Every student in Florida has a right to learn in a safe environment. And every parent has a right to send their kids to school knowing that they will return safely at the end of the day. Today, I am signing bipartisan legislation that will help us achieve that.
The new measure came in response to the Florida school shooting. In addition to the age restriction, it also extends a waiting period for gun purchases, and it includes a provision allowing some school employees to carry guns. It does not call for a ban on assault weapons, one of the main things that students and parents wanted.
The rash of school threats continued this week in Hampton Roads. James City County Police say they investigated a threat posted on social media against Toano Middle School. The threat claimed that people would be hurt next Wednesday on National School Walkout Day. Investigators say a 13-year-old boy was behind the threat. He is in custody at the Merrimack Detention Center and is facing charges tonight.
Newport News police say they are working closely with officials at both public and private schools to deal with the increase in threats. There have been 10 threats, we're told, to schools in the city from the Florida school shooting. We're told students were behind all of those threats and they all have been charged. 6 are in juvenile detention tonight. The other 4 have home monitoring systems. Meanwhile, we're learning of new security measures put in place at an elementary school in Virginia Beach. The principal of Lincoln Elementary sent a letter home to families today announcing a change at the school's front doors. The letter says the doors will now be locked when their security assistant is not on the job. School officials have installed a doorbell that visitors will have to ring before 8:20 or after 3:40. Next year, the school division is installing a buzz-in system at all schools so that doors will be locked at all times.
3 school districts in our area will soon be using school buses that produce less air pollution. The EPA awarded grant money to Virginia Beach, Poquoson, and Gloucester schools to replace their old diesel school buses. The hope is that the newer diesel engine buses will cut down on harmful pollutants. Those pollutants are linked to health problems such as asthma and lung damage.
I mean, you can smell the stuff when the bus drives off. Yeah, you know, you don't really think about it.
It's good that they're taking initiative into the pollutions that go into our ozone.
Virginia Beach plans to replace 8 buses. Poquoson will replace 1 bus, and Gloucester is looking into replacing 5 buses. Each school district had the option of replacing an entire bus or retrofitting their buses.
Fight to expand the use of medical marijuana in Virginia is on the brink of success tonight. The General Assembly's 2018 session wraps up tomorrow. Lawmakers from both parties are pushing the governor on this bill. Democrats and Republicans from both chambers unanimously passed the bill to expand the state's program that would allow doctors to issue cannabis oil for any diagnosed condition. Right now, state law restricts the use of medical marijuana to just one condition.
Medical cannabis can help without the feeling of getting high. It's just oil that you put on your tongue.
This is a chemical option that we have for patients that can really make a difference in a lot of people's lives.
If Governor Northam signs the bill into law, it would go into effect immediately. We're told it could potentially affect thousands of people across the state.
Tonight, we are still waiting for authorities to identify the body found today in the James River. The body was recovered less than a week after the body of Austin Savage was found on Tyler's Beach. He and another man went duck hunting back in January and never returned. The other man, Kyle Engelhardt, was never found. There is no word yet on whether authorities believe this body recovered today could be that of Engelhardt. It has been sent to the Norfolk Medical Examiner's office for identification. We have a sad update to a case we told you about last night. Today, the York Poquoson Sheriff's Office found the body of Mark Davis. He was last seen Wednesday morning in the Coventry section of York County. This morning, searchers found his body near his home. Authorities did not reveal how he died, just that they are not looking for any suspects.